Hey y'all, what's up? Today is Wednesday, I think the 11th or the 10th. It's around one of those days. I'm just chilling in the car, waiting for my son's girlfriend to come out from her appointment. I haven't done a long form video. My long forms, they typically don't do well. I don't get that many views, but the views I do get, I appreciate them. But I am going to just go out and try to put out a long form video. Long form to me is that, hey, he got a lot of Panda Express. Anyway, sidetrack squirrel. But anyway, I haven't done long form, so I'm just gonna try to just start putting out long forms and short forms. Normally my short forms is like cooking or about my dogs or my grandbaby. My long forms are normally about me, whatever. But yeah, how's everybody's year going so far? It's a lot. It's a lot. As you guys may have seen, if you've seen my short, you've seen the beginning of the year. I had, my son had got in an accident with my other truck. And it was total. Luckily, wasn't nobody hurt. My son was fine. He didn't have any major issues. The other people didn't have any major issues. So that happened. We got a new truck. As you seen in my shorts, and I'm just appreciative. The older I get, the things that I used to worry about, it's like I don't have the time to worry about it, So I just take everything that happens in life and I just roll with it, and that's it. I'm not gonna overstress. I'm not gonna do none of that because it's not gonna change the outcome of how everything ends. It's not going to change the outcome of anything. It's just going to be what it is, and that's it. So I just go with, the way the universe leads me, and I leave it at that and try to just enjoy life because, tomorrow ain't promised. And anytime you make plans, that for the most part, that stuff falls through. Like, we made plans to go to Washington for my daughter's birthday. Her birthday is February 19th. And she's turning 29. I'm sorry, 29. She's turning 29, and we were going to go to Washington because that's where she wanted to go. In my head, I was thinking, like, the dead of winter is not a good time to go to Washington because it's probably snowing or raining or both, in my head. That's what I was thinking, but that's what she wanted to do. So I was like, we just gonna try to do it. We're gonna play it by ear and try to do it. We're gonna try to get it done. And this weekend, because it was getting closer to it, we had already got our plane tickets, but luckily we didn't. We had an Airbnb, but a lot of us was supposed to go, and then when it started getting closer, then people backed out. So we canceled the Airbnb, and we were just going to get a hotel because it was at this point going to be just a girls trip. 3 of us and my little girl G-baby. And we looked at the weather because I looked at the weather for this week coming up, and I was like, oh, it's going to be raining. It's going to be cold because my G-baby, she gets really cold. Even if she's drinking some cold drink, she starts shivering. So I'm like, oh, it's gonna be real cold out there. I don't know, for her. For me, it's whatever, but for her, it's going to be really cold. And so, then I told my daughter, I was like, okay, well, look the weather up for the week we're actually supposed to go out there to see what it is. And we're going to go out there and like walk some trails or whatever, and try to go to the parks, the national parks or whatever, because that's what she wants to do. And they are closed, snowed in, or just unsafe to go hike, which makes sense. It's dead of winter. So we had to cancel that trip. So now we're probably just going to go to San Diego because, mind you, we're in Vegas right now, Southern. So I'm pretty sure San Diego is just as warm as freaking Vegas is. So, because right now in Vegas, it's an overcast, but it's still like 70, 69. It's warm. So I'm pretty sure that San Diego, the beginning of next month, March, is going to be just as warm. So we're planning on going to San Diego Zoo and hopefully SeaWorld. And yeah, we're just going to do that because we were going to plan to do that in, I think it was June, but we just pushed it up to March. So, that's something good to do, and it's gonna be warm. And my other G baby is gonna be back out here. So yeah, it's gonna be a family thing. It's gonna be nice. I wish my older G babies could come, but they have school. Yeah, so that was the thing about making plans, because majority of the time plans fall through for whatever reason. They fall through. And so yeah, we're just gonna just try to do more things this year. Try to do more things, because I tell you, in my whole 49 years of living on this earth, I am more of the stable, cautious kind of person, and I don't want to do things unless this is this way. I don't want to do things unless this is this way, and that actually stops me from living life. More Panda Express? Jeez. They must be having some kind of party or something up in here. But anyway, spoiled. But you see these bags under my eyes? I swear, I'm probably not getting enough sleep. But anyway, I'm gonna have to do something about that. But yeah, so I want to just start going places, just living life. I'm almost 50. I'll be 50 in May, and I want to just start doing things. I want to get out there and start living my life and experiencing stuff, instead of trying to be so conservative and so cautious about everything, because that's really not a way to live. And especially now, things are just all over the place and not promised. So I need to focus on the nice things in life. So I'm not gonna say I'm a plan, but sometime this year I want to at least travel to Georgia, because I tell you guys, Georgia, I feel like Georgia is my spot. It's my spot. I have wanted to live in Georgia for so many years, and at this point, I at least want to go down there to visit. I want to give myself at least 4 days just to go down there and visit. Now, I'm not saying I want to live in Atlanta. I want to go visit Georgia, different parts of Georgia. Like, a lot of people in Georgia are coming this way. I've been in the West Coast all my life, and I've never really experienced anything. I went to Arkansas like in my early 20s. I did not like it. I will not be returning to Arkansas. Sorry for the people in Arkansas, but no. I want to go to Georgia. I also do want to go to Washington. I told my daughter maybe we can go like in June. When it's warmer, we can go hike the trails and stuff like that. Because I thought about moving to Washington. What else? I want to go to Japan. I want to go to Mexico. Like Thailand, Singapore, stuff like that. Africa, definitely. And I want to do this relatively within the next couple of years coming up. I want to do that. It'll be nice. My hands are, like, trust me, it looks glycerin and greasy, but it's not. It looks greasy. It's not greasy. I don't know. But yeah, I want to do that. I want to get my health in order. Because if I did not mention it, if you didn't see my like early videos, if you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Holly. I am a 49-year-old mother of 6, grandmother of 4, and 2 step grandchildren. I'll say that. So it's total of 6, actually. Yeah, and on this video you will see me, my G babies, my family, and my fur babies. I have we have a total, now mind you, I have two fur babies that belong to me. The rest of them belong to my kids. My kids are all adults. My youngest is 19, going on 20 this year, and they all live with me except my oldest. He's 32. He'll be 33 this year. He doesn't live with me, but all my other adult kids live with me, and we have a total of, like, I want to say 12 animals. Off the head, like 4, 6, 12. It's 6 cats. That's what make it 12. Yeah, so yeah, that's my life, and I love my life. So if you want to judge me, I don't care. Judge, whatever. It may not be a life for you, but that's my life, you know. And so yeah, I forgot where I went off with that. I kind of blah. But anyway, yeah, I don't want to make this video too long because I know people's attention span is like no bueno. But yeah, I just wanted to come in here and just, you know, talk to you guys, give a little update about my life, where I see it going, where I see my life going. Where I'm at right now, my headspace is just like, I'm just going with life. I'm just going with the flow. I'm not fighting against it. And I know they say Tauruses, you know, we stubborn, but Tauruses are smart too. We know what we need to do when we need to do it. I'm gonna also say that. So there's a lot of stigmas to Tauruses, but Tauruses are not all that stigma, okay? We know what we need to do when we need to do it. And what we want to do when we want to do it, okay? I'm just going to put that out there. So, yeah, if you find my content engaging, if you came this far, and you find my content engaging, please give me a like and a comment and subscribe if you feel like you connect with me. If not, then thanks for at least watching. You know, I appreciate it. And I'll talk to you guys later.